Hey all, I have an update that I want to share about my videos moving forward. That update is that I'm going to be changing my content to focus exclusively on mental health issues. Today I want to talk about why I'm making that decision. It's not because I feel like I owe you an explanation, but rather because some of the research that I've recently done leads me to believe that this is a topic that is too important not to talk about. I recently had the opportunity to attend the celebration of life for my brother Alex. It was an opportunity for family, friends, and loved ones to gather and talk about him. Part of our discussion centered around Alex's valiant battle around mental health. Following the celebration, I had discussions with many people that shared how mental health affected their lives personally. I began thinking about mental health and how many people it actually affects. I went home and I did some research, and it confirmed that this is a topic that we need to discuss. So why mental health? As I was doing some research, I came across a mental health screening that provided some particularly significant results in my mind. Between January and September of 2020, 1.5 million people came across this site. This site provides an opportunity for people to take a health screening and to find resources. This website and these health screenings that were taken saw an increase in people experiencing signs of anxiety by 634%. Those that were experiencing symptoms of depression saw an increase by 873%. And of the 1.5 million people that took this health screening, almost half reported having some suicidal tendencies. That is too many people dealing with mental health that may not be getting the resources and the help that they need. And the argument may be made that once the pandemic is over and we go back to a more normal world, that some of these results may change. And maybe it will slightly, but it's not going to change as dramatically as you may think. Mental health is and will continue to affect many, many people. Current studies, even pre-pandemic, showed that 1 in 5 people experience some type of mental health issue. Think about 1 in 5. Let's use a housing community as an example to demonstrate what 1 in 5 actually looks like. Here you can see 5 houses. In our example, the 1 in 5 is represented by the blue house. This would represent 1 person out of 5 having a mental health disorder. At first glance, that doesn't appear to be that much, but if we were to take a step back and look at the larger community, we would get a better picture of what that looked like. This view represents the larger community. When we look at it from this perspective, we see just how big of an impact 1 in 5 actually has. If we pan over, we continue to see how much of an impact 1 in 5 can have on the overall community. 1 in 5 means 20% of the population is living with some type of mental health issue. That means a family member, a friend, a coworker, or an acquaintance likely is living with mental health issues, even if you don't know it. Research suggests that almost 11 million people have suicidal thoughts. Of those, 11% are uninsured, meaning that they're probably not going to seek treatment. 57% of adults won't seek treatment, whether it be the thought of mental health stigma or because they're finding trouble in finding treatment to help them. So this is just too big not to cover. Mental health has affected my life on a very personal level, and one that I wouldn't have imagined even 3 years ago. If I'm able to share something with one person to help them, then it's all worth it. I hope you're able to see why this is such an important topic for us to cover. It's a topic that we need to keep talking about, and one that we'll need to continue talking about moving forward. And I hope you know that whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, that there are those out there who support, love, and care about you and are there if you need anything. That's it for this episode of Take 10. We'll see you next time.